All comrades must be rugged. All comrades must be rugged. All comrades, all comrades, all comrades must be rugged. And of the greatest articulate fundamental for President Sowore there. Bossa! 3 for enemy. Thank you very much. We are here today after the ruling of the court. The court has granted bail to our leader. However, on stringent conditions, because as a president, he come in 2027, who is already in court and whose lawyers are known before this court. The court ought to have granted him bail on self-recognizance. It is actually appalling that in a democratic society like we have today, a person that is worldwide known is still granted bail, and a person that is not known, a shorty who is not known, even 1%, is going to come and stand. In fact, I don't see myself worthy as a person that is, reliable to stand shorty for a person that is more popular than myself. However, we are happy that despite all of the odds, we have come out today victorious. We are going to start working on perfecting the bail and ensuring that he is released today stroke tomorrow by God's grace. Aluta continua. The bail conditions were just in paraphrasing. Someone has property, about 200 million naira worth of property, should submit his national passport. His royal traditional leader from his village should write to the court standing him as a shorty. So, of course, 2 shorties. So, you see, these are things that ordinarily we look at it and we felt like, no, it's not even important in the first place. He should have been granted bail on self-recognizance. He is just like the Chief Justice of the Federation coming before the court for a criminal trial, and you are telling someone to come and enter shorty for him. Doesn't make sense.
A state that is governed by
One thing we want to let the world know is this: no matter the level of oppression, no matter the level of high-handedness of executive lawlessness, history will always remember that rascality cannot in any way defeat justice. No matter the amount of lies you want to say, a single truth will quench the mountain of lies already built over the years. Mr. Sowore, who is the incoming president of Nigeria in 2027, by God's grace, has been granted this bail, and we are going to pursue this bail till we ensure that he's out of Kuje Correctional Center. Stay tuned. We are soon going to bring him out, and when we bring him out, we are going to pop champagne.
Nigeria people, conscious Nigeria people, freedom cometh by struggle, freedom come by struggle, freedom come by struggle, freedom come. Greatest Nigeria people, ever conscious Nigeria people, ever vocal Nigeria people, conscientious Nigeria people, revolutionary Nigeria people, never say never Nigeria people. I must thank our comrades for turning out en masse. Today is the day that the Lord has blessed. Permit me to stand on outstanding protocols. I will not do well on whatever speakers have spoken. But my concern is this, and which I have maintained, and which I will continue to profess, that Nigerians can never be slaves in their country. That this country is our government under the Constitution is for the Nigerian people. The power to arrest, the power to detain, and the powers to prosecute are all donated by the Constitution on behalf of the Nigerian people. No government has devised for its own selfish benefits arrest Nigerians and prosecute them without due regard to the constitutional stipulations. Section 174 sub 2A and B has clearly defined under what grant a Nigerian citizen can be arraigned in court. Last week, we marched to the Minister of Justice and demanding an end to this charade of a trial. We cannot have our rights in piecemeal, and we're not begging to have our rights. Our rights, human rights, not my property.
Yes.
Human rights, God give me.
Yes.
No government will take my human rights. Because human rights, now my God ordained rights. Human rights, now my property. So we are going to march from here now to the Minister of Justice. The last week we were there and they asked us to come with a letter, a formal application asking the Minister of Justice, in line with the demands and the mandate of the Nigerian people, to end this charade of a trial. Sowore is not a criminal. Sowore is a liberator. Sowore is a revolutionary. The people in government today emerge by embarking on the same path that Comrade Sowore embarked on. The biggest beneficiary of protest in Nigeria today are those in Asovia. If not for protest, freedom of speech and dissent, Tinubu would never have emerged as a president. On what ground will people who emerge to dismiss, who are people put them in prisons for embarking on the same path that they took in the past? Nigerians says, end this charade. Freedom of speech is a fundamental human right. The right to demand for better governance is a fundamental human right. No government under the law, whether federal or state, has the power to lock up Nigerians for demanding for better governance, to lock up Nigerians for demanding for better welfare for citizenry. That is all that Sowore has done. And we are marching here today, as you may just join me, to the Ministry of Justice to demand that this charade of a trial must end. Nigerians said Sowore is not a criminal. End this charade of a trial now.